where nearly 3,000 people were killed on 9/11. And now, 20 years later, tens of thousands have gotten sick and thousands have died from the toxins at Ground Zero. Well, attorney Vincent J. Russo joins us now to talk about the Victim Compensation Fund, but also to look back at two heroes who responded that day. Vincent, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
And the first story that you're going to share with us that we need to be reminded of is the man in the red bandana, which is just so amazing. What a story.
Yeah, it's so inspirational. Wells Remy Crowder, 24 years old, equities trader up on the 104th floor at Sandler and O'Neill. And that day, it was like any other day. And then he was in the South Tower. He saw the North Tower was hit by the plane. You know, he was aware of it. And the first thing he did, he called his mom and said, "I'm okay, don't worry about me," and left a message for her. He was all about family and community. And then he worked his way down and got to the 78th floor, which was a skywalk. And any of the individuals who were above the impact of the plane basically did not survive. But we later found that 18 did. He literally saved lives that day. He got to that floor. He had some volunteer firefighter experience. His father was a volunteer firefighter. He got to that floor, saw the injured, found a path to one elevator that they could, one stairwell where they could still walk down. He literally picked a lady up and carried her down 14 flights of steps, got everyone organized, told people that if they were able to stand up, help someone else. And then the amazing part of this is when he got down to safety and the lower level, he went back up, saved another group. And then he went back down and then went up and then the tower collapsed. And his parents had no idea what really happened until the story of the red bandana.
Right. It was a mystery, right, to a lot of people who this man was with the red bandana.
That's right.
And why would his parents know about the red bandana?
So about 9 months after, the New York Times wrote an article interviewing survivors. And one of the survivors said, this young man with a red bandana came and saved my life. Wow. And then the next person. And so the story of the red bandana, just this regular red bandana. You know, ordinary people do extraordinary things, and Wells Remy did.
This young kid who he took control.
Yes.
He saved lives, and he thought about other people before himself.
Right.
You know his parents.
Yes, yes, and Mom Allison says, you know, the story of the red bandana is this: that Jefferson, his father, when he was a little boy, said, "Look, when you get dressed up, you put a white handkerchief and you fold it nicely in the front of your jacket. That's for show. But when you have to blow, here's a handkerchief, a kerchief, and you put it in your back pocket." And from that day, he always kept the red bandana in his back pocket.
Wow.
And even when he played lacrosse at Boston College, he would put it up in the inside of his helmet. And so Mom was reading the New York Times article and said, "Now I know what Wells did."
So hard to lose him, but to find out what he did had to help his parents.
Oh, somewhat. Yes. And they've gone on to with charitable intentions and created the Wells Remy Crowder Charitable Trust. And they raise funds in a number of different ways, but so many people and organizations have come out to join them.
I think we're looking at a picture now. This from Boston
Yes.
College.
Yes.
Look at the students with the red bandanas.
Yeah, the motto of the school, I'm an alumni as well, is ever to excel. And boy, did Wells ever excel. And his bravery and his humanity, Christianity, his Christian beliefs just all came out. Jesuit teaching. And he was really a team player, a team leader at school.
He played lacrosse, right?
Played lacrosse. He was a captain on the team. He also played hockey at the high school level. And so they at Boston College now have the Red Bandana game.
Right.
It's an annual event. The first year, they beat USC, number 9 in the country. It was a huge upset.
I think some help from Wells there, I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Red Bandana Run, which raises funds. And so they're doing so much. And unfortunately, we lost Jefferson in the last couple years due to cancer. And he was so inspirational as well. You could see where Wells came from, his parents. Just the best.
I'll never forget the Red Bandana story. Just so I know you want to share another story with us.
Sure.
Tim Brown, somebody else.
Tim Brown, the firefighter. He was one of the first responders. He was at the World Trade Center number 7 and was there very quickly. And he lost best friends that day, and he tells the inside story of how they just jumped into action. Just amazing.
It is.
Yeah,
so many,
incredible.
so many heroes who we lost, and so many who are still here. And we're talking about the Victim Compensation Act.
Right, and so that's so important. Millions of dollars have been allocated to help the victims and those who lost loved ones. There's a health care component and a financial compensation component.
For more information on that, because I think it has been a little confusing for some people, you just go to the website?
Yeah, the New York City has a great website.
Okay.
So if you just put in the search engine 9/11 Healthcare Fund, Healthcare and Compensation Act or Fund, you'll get the New York City site.
Because unfortunately, we've lost more people after the
Yes,
attacks from the toxins
yes.
than on that day, and that's not over.
Right.
So Vincent, thank you so much for joining us and sharing Wells' story
Yeah.
and Tim's story.
Appreciate that.